Hello and welcome back to another episode of Feeling Drab to Feeling Fab. Today is Friday, October 17th, which means my birthday is on Monday. For the past few years, I've not really been feeling like my birthday is special, but I used to love my birthday and I want to love it again. So I've come up with the idea of, as part of this Feeling Drab series, of doing a glow up for the weekend. Preface by saying the only thing I'm paying for is a haircut. Everything else I am doing myself. And also, don't be expecting like tanning or eyebrow painting, dyeing. I don't know what it's called, like the at-home version of microblading. It's not what I do. I like being pale, and I'm scared of my eyebrows looking terrible when I'm not wearing makeup. So the most we're going to do is pluck them. I don't know if you can see, but there's a few dry hairs, and I've got, today we are getting our hair done. It's been needing to be done for a while. Like, look at it. Ugh. And then we're going to dye it at home because I've got some at-home hair dye. And I'm excited. Everything I'm going to do is low effort, super simple, other than dyeing my hair. That's probably going to be like the most effortful thing that I do, but to chronic fatigue and being in the midst of a chronic fatigue flare-up, everything is going to be low effort. Just make myself feel pretty for my birthday. And I hope you enjoy. Good morning. It is now 2 days later. I actually didn't do anything towards this glow up yesterday. They kind of just got away from me. So doing it all today, which includes an everything shower, hence hair in the towel, not revealing it until it's finished, and no makeup. So I wanted to discuss my hair removal process because I don't see people talk about it unless they're being paid. Fair enough. My hair removal is personal, but you know what? If you're going to spend money on anything, I feel like you should be able to trust what the person who is talking about it, that they're not just saying nice things because they're being paid. So I epilate, and I have for about a year now, because I hate shaving for a number of reasons. Waxing is expensive, and hair removal cream, which I was using for about 3 or 4 years, is tedious. So I did some research and I ended up with the Braun epilator. So I love the little packaging. This is everything that it comes with. So we've got the body itself, which has 3 speeds, by the way. You got 1, 2, and auto. I just used the first one. I found the auto was a bit annoying. And then you've got the epilator itself. This bit comes off. And this is a bit of this bit is supposed to like be a massager to make things a little bit less painful. Epilating is painful though. You also get this bit, which if you don't want the massaging bit, you can use. I've never used it with that. And then you've also got the shaving blade and a body hair remover. So what I love about this is the massager. I love that. And also there is a little light, as you can see, which means you can see all of the hairs, which I think is great. And also the little what you may call it, case that it comes in, I love. So what I do to make it less painful is, number one, you have to be consistent. The longer you go between epilating, the more it hurts. So I go about every week to every 2 weeks. Any longer than that, and it's too painful, and I end up just shaving it and starting again. So step one is to exfoliate. I use whatever exfoliator I've got. Right now, as you can see, I'm using the Body Shop's Sugar Pumpkin Scrub, and I use it with exfoliating gloves because it's not scrubby enough for me, and it just removes any dead skin. And I like to think that it gets any extra hairs that are trapped up. Probably doesn't, but it does in my mind. Next, whilst my legs are still damp, you can do this in the shower, but I don't. I get the epilator and I just go at it. The main tip is to pull the skin taut. So make sure it is tight. You know, like when you get wax, they ask you to like tighten your skin. That, just make sure you're doing that, and it helps so much. And just go as fast as you can in every direction. The faster I do it, the quicker it's done. And yeah, that is how I get the hair done. I still suffer from strawberry legs and ingrown hairs. So I recently did like a little experiment between a product designed for ingrown hairs and an exfoliating toner. I didn't find any difference. So right now I'm just using the one designed for it, just to use it up, and I won't buy it again. And then I moisturize, and that's about it. And I do that, like I said, once a week to once every 2 weeks. And it works. It is painful. But you know what? I don't like shaving. Shaving irritates me, and this works. I think I've covered everything. But this epilator, I bought it myself. Like, I don't have enough followers to get anyone to send me free things. So I bought that about a year ago for about £120, I think, and it's already paid for itself multiple times over, and I think it's worth it. If you have a very low pain tolerance, you're not going to want to try it. Like, simple as that. Like, I'm not going to lie to you and say it's not painful and it gets better. It does get better, but it's still painful, and so really it's up to you if you want to epilate. But that is what I do, and I will talk later when I do my nails, which won't actually be much different now. Maybe, I don't know. Haven't decided if I'm just going to tidy up like the chipped ones or do a whole new set. We'll see. This is probably a bad idea.